Welcome everyone to the Bridging the Gap 2025 and the sixth edition of an annual life science event hosted by Life Science Bridge. Life Science Bridge is a joint initiative between the Swedish American Chamber of Commerce in San Diego, San Francisco, New England, and Minnesota. My name is Susanne Swan and I'm the president for SACC in San Diego. The Swedish Chamber of Commerce is a member-driven nonprofit organization that supports Swedish companies looking to expand to the U.S. market. Our chambers have a range of members, both individuals looking to celebrate cultural traditions with the Swedish community, but also corporate members looking to expand their business with the help of our network. Bridging the Gap is a joint initiative to promote trade between the top 4 life science clusters in the US and Sweden. But it also seeks to inspire, educate, and connect individuals within the life science scene. With Sweden and the US being the top of the life science industry, we aim to build bridges between these nations to promote a healthy and innovative world. I want to take this opportunity to, on behalf of Life Science Bridge team, direct a big thank you to our amazing sponsors for this year's event. Diamyd Medical, DNB Black Bay, and the Consulate General of Sweden in New York. Without you, it would not be possible for us to host this event. Thank you for your support.
The reason I started the company, Diamyd, was that my daughter at 10 years old was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. You get told that your daughter will need insulin daily for the rest of her life. So what you do, you start traveling and try and get a cure. I knew I could make a difference.
The origins of Diamyd found its roots in laboratories just like this one in many places around the world. What's discovered that the enzyme GAD was important for type 1 diabetes. And over the years, we have seen it move into a very important diagnostic for the disease. And importantly, now it's poised to stand as a major therapeutic that could prevent or benefit those with type 1 diabetes.
The mission is to stop autoimmunity so that patients can produce their own insulin. The immune system destroys the patient's own insulin-producing cells. So if you can just stop that autoimmunity, you stop the disease. We can do that using the GAD molecule. We have hundreds of scientists all over the world that really believe that we're going to succeed. Our goal with Diamyd is to stop diabetes in its tracks.
Now let me introduce Vivica Rudell Andersson, who will be moderating today's event. Vivica is an experienced lawyer, healthcare executive, and innovative working in the U.S. Nordic health and the life science ecosystem. Most recently, CEO for Pacific Vision Foundation. She previously was Director of Digital Healthcare Innovation at a startup and CEO of PDI Surgery Center. I will let you take it from here, Vivica. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to see so many people have joined us from, I think, all over the United States and all over Sweden. So thanks for being here, everyone. Today, we will learn a lot, and our speakers will dive into the critical topic of women's health, which is very near and dear to me. And what we've seen is, despite significant progress in healthcare in many areas, women's health remains one of those that are under-researched, underfunded, and often overlooked in innovation and medical research and funding. This gap not only affects millions of women on a personal level, but also results really in a substantial societal cost. Of course, the delayed diagnosis means that women then get sicker later and longer, and it creates all these burdens on the system and in the quality of life of too many women, and really needlessly. So today you're going to hear from a lot of people who are actually coming up with solutions. And you'll hear from these leading experts working at the very, very forefront of life science innovation and healthcare, from fertility and hormonal health to chronic conditions like diabetes and cardiovascular disease. We'll also explore how these advancements can help us to build a more inclusive and effective healthcare system, one that truly serves everyone, and one that I'm personally very committed to have us work with the Swedish ecosystem. And there's no more time that's precious than now, so let's work together. So I hope that you learned a lot today and that you continue this conversation with us after this webinar as well. This webinar is being recorded, and the recording will be made available after the presentation. So here you see the wonderful lineup of the speakers. So I'm just going to go over the agenda for today so you have a sense of it. We have 6 amazing speakers scheduled: Dr. Karin Rosén, Ginger Vera, Dr. Emily Sims, Iris Örn, Dr. Martina Slingsby, and Dr. Lucine Agayanova, Tim Temple, and Jennifer Grönqvist. And then after you've heard these speaker presentations, we'll also have a panel discussion. And the 5 panelists are Ulf Hannelius, Siri Bagner, Haley McLaughlin, Mané Mikaelian, and Patricia Kashayar. And the panel discussion will be moderated by the wonderful Iris Örn. If you have any questions for the speakers, I ask that you write them in the Q&A section below. And then, of course, if time allows, we'll do our best to address them either during the session or directly later. Maybe you'll see it in the chat, or we'll follow up with you later. And then remember, as an attendee, you won't have the possibility to speak or turn on your video, but you're very much encouraged to interact again with our speakers in the Q&A, and also reaching out to them afterwards on their emails or social media links.
Thank you for organizing this conference, and we are happy to support it. Sweden is a leader in gender equality, and we are also a leader when it comes to life science. To organize an event concerning women's health now is maybe more important than ever. To highlight how Sweden can contribute with smart people when it comes to life science is also crucial. Good luck with the conference, and from the Consulate General of Sweden, New York, I'm very happy to support your work.